welcome back, back to our channel, everyone. And if you are new here, I'd like to welcome you to our family. And tonight's video, I have only ever done one time in 2016, and that was a what is on my iPhone. So what I'm going to be doing today is going through and showing you what's on my iPhone XS Max. And at the end, I have a little story time for you about how my phone got crushed with 3 cold trucks. So without further ado, let's start off with the iPhone itself. And everybody always asks me why my background is Al Pacino. And it has to do with Scarface and his quote. He always used to say, "The world is yours." When he started making money, he was very humble. And then at the end, he got too greedy. And it's just a reminder that the world really is yours, and it depends on how you treat it. So, upon unlocking, we've got the home screen, and then I only have one screen over, and we'll get into that. And yes, that is tender gold. But anyway, so at the upper left hand corner, we have clock, and basically my alarms. This is the time I get up in the morning. If you've been with the family for a long time, you know that my awake time was 3:30, and I would start filming around 5:30, 6 in the morning. But that's changed, and now I get up around 5:20, but I usually sleep in. Like, I at least give myself 10-15 minutes, and then every 5 minutes intervals, I'll just keep clicking the side button, like snooze, snooze. So there's that. Next we have notes, and usually what's on here are reminders and ASMR video ideas. So for example, I keep my description in the notes, and everything you see in the description from here down here, except for the middle part, everything every single day that I open or I release a video, the description below the welcome back paragraph is genuine, but everything else is copy pasted. And it has all my albums, everything. You could just look in the description of the video if you want. But moving on, let's see. Here are the things I have to do. I have to get my MacBook fixed, a hard drive, the iPhone, which is what I'm doing now, new Spotify tracks, interview for a college, Patreon, OnlyFans. I have to get some Polydent for my dentures. No, I'm kidding, for my partial, and that's about it. Sponsorships down here. I think these are, yep. And they're just more and more things that I have to get done this week. So, moving on. After that, we have camera, taking photos, and then we have photos themselves. My iPhone creates a bunch of albums that I don't ask it to, clearly. Random things. I have all my photos from today. We are not going through those, God forbid. Scroll downs. I saved my banner, my YouTube banner, then it has all the people on it. Look at my 5 head Do you see this? Crippling depression, Miss Dishong. No, I'm kidding. So, we have all my videos, not clicking on that. I don't know if it's safe. You never know if it's safe. Okay, it's pretty safe. I was sponsored by Glasses USA, so I was trying on a bunch of glasses. Look how, do you see this? Do you see the fanciness of me looking like I'm going to play bingo? Like, do you see this? Look at me. It's me with no makeup. That is gross. Why do you guys follow me? It's because we're family. Literally, though. Like, oh god, if I didn't have a connection with you guys would be like, what the hell? I have 23,383 unread emails on 4 separate email accounts. I have my, I'm not even gonna go in there because, just forget it. I have my banking, the App Store, I've got Facebook. Let's see what's going on in the Facebook feed. Let's see. We got a meme going on here. Meme. Just gonna move this pic a little bit. Word document. I'm about to end this whole man's career. I'm acting like I understand, but I really don't. Like, I don't know what's going on. Let's see, an ad. Promoting an ad I don't know about. You probably shouldn't buy it. We got Messenger. I don't, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, you know that I do not respond to anybody's messages on Facebook because it is peppered. Like, if you wrote me a meaningful message, please send it on Twitter or Instagram, because this place, it's peppered with questions for Bobs and Vagine. We've got YouTube Studios where I edit apps. We've got YouTube itself. Let's click. See what's on the subscription feed. There I am. There's me. You see my little face? You see it? Oh, wait, that's not me. The Woman Who Fooled the World, Elizabeth Holmes, by Ready to Glare. Then there's Prim Ink. One of my favorite channels is Squirmy and Grubs, and they are just amazing. They're a couple, and yeah. Jacqueline Glenn. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Subscription. We got Rich Lux. I love her. Naima Tang. I don't know what this is. Sometimes I'll subscribe just because people ask me to, but I try not to pepper my subscription box. We've got Nicole TV. She is hilarious. This is just to laugh at. I'm sorry. Her channel's a joke. Evangelist Anita Fuentes, and it's not because she's an evangelist. It's because of the way that she promotes fear-mongering. It has nothing to do with her religion. Don't come for me. Moving on. Then we have Instagram. Let's see what's on the feed here. Phoenician Sailor. Oh, well, no. John Hill. I am obsessed with his music, and I'll get into that in a moment. Snapchat, you can snap me anytime. Let's see what's on my story. Oh god. Hey, there I am. Look at me. Oh wait, I have to film. Wait. Currently filming, no filter. But this is what I do on Snapchat. Then we just put it to our story. Go up. But let's see what's going on here. Cynthia doll. Cat and dog. Playing with each other after they woke up from a nap. Let's see. Me with my sunglasses, acting relevant. And then there's me again. Twitter, not going on Twitter. I've got my Patreon, my Discord. I'm only in like 2 things. My Dunkin' Donuts app, if you guys can remember my one tweet. I talked about always making sure there's money in the Dunkin' app in case your card gets declined. I rarely watch Netflix on my phone. I don't know why. Then we've got, it's probably because I have an iPad or a computer, my watch, which I rarely wear, my Apple Watch, but whenever I have really bad anxiety, I find myself checking my heart rate a lot. Let's see what's going on over here. So today I took 1,745 steps. I climbed 7 floors. That sounds about wrong. I don't know what's going on here. Then we've got heart rate, my anxiety, my walking heart rate's 116. It's always high, no matter what, whether I'm pacing quickly or just normal. But anyway, oh, going back, well, it's the same on both pages. We'll go down here at the end, go through my music, but let's start with these single apps before we go into folders. But on the second page, I've got my settings, and everybody wants to ask where I get my wallpapers at, and basically it's this rip-off aesthetic app called Dope. And it always posts, like, you know, the aesthetic type. There's Al Pacino up top. I think these are my recently saved from the daily, I'm not sure. But basically it's just, you know how the aesthetic value goes, little peep, things like that. I'm 27 going on 11. Alright, moving on. You can go to that website. I have Google Authenticator in case somebody ever tries to hack my stuff. I know how to make sure that nobody absolutely will ever do that. But basically it gives you a code only from your phone, and in the story time later on I'll explain what happened with that, because if you lose your phone and you have everything hooked up to the app on your phone, you're losing everything. You have to start all over again. It's horrible. Podcasts, always listening to podcasts. My two favorite are Mile Higher with Kendall Ray and I don't know his last name, Josh something, and then the Joe Rogan podcast. And my dream, my absolute dream as an ASMR artist, is to be the ASMR artist who goes on his podcast. So everybody that ever cares, please go and blow up Joe Rogan and try to get me. No, I'm kidding. No, seriously, it would be a dream. He is, oh my god, I claim this podcast. If like another ASMR artist goes on there, I'll probably be salty about it, but that's about it. But I watch them top. I have, Bill Burr's Stuff They Don't Want You to Know. I thought this podcast was a BPD, like for borderline personality disorder, so I've just been subscribed to it. I don't think I've ever watched one. Don't Mess with Christine Seidelko. I don't watch that, but anyway. Yeah, that's my library pretty much. These 6. Vimeo, where I'm kicked off, but I'm still paying $11.99 every month for some reason. We've got LinkedIn, Prime Video, which I don't watch. Zillow, because let's see if it's still there. Let's see. Yep, Virginia Beach. And that is where we continue looking for houses under $320,000. Like I have that much money. I've got TikTok for my daily dose of cringe. Pop Time for my daughter, Simon the Cat. I've got Skype for whenever I do interviews. The Tutu app because instead of using my legs, I completely spoof on Pokemon Go and cheat. I've got Tinder because my husband and I are in an open relationship and we both choose to have relationships outside of our marriage. Bill.com so I could get paid from sponsorships, and we added some LED lights under the car, and that's how you control them. I think it's illegal. Well, it is illegal in our state. Depending on what your laws are, it's like you can ride with them sometimes you can't. And then IRS to go because I've been waiting for my tax return for like 3 months now. And let's go to the top apps here. Bad apples, I call it, because I put the iPhone out like my contacts. Like, forget that like these people are stored in my phone for potential connection. You're all bad apples. Then we've got wallet I don't use. I rarely use the calculator because I can't do math regardless. Good apples would be my reminders, find iPhone, home. I do watch TV on my iPad, like Apple TV. Maps, I'm constantly using it, and then FaceTime I rarely use, but my mother will call to see my kids sometimes, so. Bills and finance, I have my PayPal, my Verizon bill, Penelec for my electric, Credit Karma, Capital One, and the General. Editing, I literally use every single one of these apps. I use iMovie for editing. I use Pixie for adding text on photos. I rarely, but I do use YouCam Makeup for teeth whitening. YouCam Perfect for smoothing out thumbnails, Layout for Instagram, Spark Post for thumbnails, Fiverr if I ever need art made, Google Drive so I have a backup of my YouTube channel, Dropbox, and when I say my YouTube channel because it's our channel, I'm saying that in the respect for the video, so. And then LD, and what LD does, it's called lens distortions. Let's see, let's pick a photo. Here's a photo of my daughter and I. Look at me, this is gross. But what you can do is you can pick like a light to go with it, so I could like block out my face. There we go. My daughter, the center of the photo. But there's that. It's a really cool photo app. I use it often. Games, I rarely go through. Hit the Light, Yahtzee, Mario Run. Hit the Light is a game where you literally throw balls at the light. So let's see. Screw Your Trial. Just show an example. Like you'll get these 3 balls here and you just pull them down and it vibrates the phone, and it's kind of like a stress reliever. Yeah, so that's it. It's kind of fun. I try to do it all at once. But basically I keep games on my phone only for the fact of like when my kids are at a doctor's appointment. I've never even used this app. I used to play Yahtzee all the time. And then Mario Run, my daughter and son love it. And then last but not least, we've got shopping. I've got my Victoria's Secret because I'm, 27, going back to 14 years old. iTunes Store, which I'll show in a minute with the music. I've got Etsy. If you guys want to see my Etsy account, I don't know what's going to show up on there. You don't need to see it. You don't want to see it. It's not that you don't need to. But here's my profile on Etsy if you ever want to check me out. I love handmade stuffed animal dolls. Like, they're called Oaks, which means one of a kind. And then, yeah. Ouch. Then we've got eBay and Amazon. Now going down here, I've got all my missed calls, my 33 messages for people who probably care about me, but I leave them on red because of my crippling anxiety, seriously, Safari, and music. Now, I have on the MacBook, which earlier you saw in notes, I need to get a hard drive because all of my old songs, like ripped songs that I didn't buy, are on there. And here at my bought music, I only synced it to the new iPhone, which again, you're gonna hear about what happened to my old one in a few moments. But anyway, my favorite song right now is Flatline, and it's by John Hill, which would be Jaclyn Hill's ex-husband. I didn't buy the album, I just bought my favorite songs because some of his songs I just don't like. But Flatline, the video, the song, can somebody go badger him to post the lyrics to his own music? I don't know. But most of the music you'll find on here is like Radiohead and Röyksopp. Or I'm sorry, Radiohead and dance music, so. We've got Above and Beyond, Joji, One Song. There's that song by 2 Feet. It's like, booked and drank all night, acted all alright. No. Bass Nectar, Caspin Rusko. There's all the Radiohead albums. The song Writings on the Wall because of James Bond. Paul Oakenfold, Tiesto, Andean. Old music, old dance music like trance. Dash Berlin, Ocean Lab is one of my favorites. This is, you guys, you need to listen to this song. It's called Phone Line by Illusionize and Visage Music. It's incredible. Just please listen to it. It's such a good song. There's a video on Facebook of a cat literally dancing to this or walking to it. It's hilarious. And that's it. I mean, that is what's on my iPhone, you guys. It's pretty boring. I don't have much to give. So, yeah. If you dug this video, then I guess let me know. But you guys have been requesting it. It feels like this really wasn't like much ASMR, but it definitely was great. So regarding my iPhone case, I will be showing a haul of that now with the story time. So with that being said, I love you, family, and here we go. You found me. You found me, found me, found me, found me. But moving on. Before I end today's video, I just wanted to give a quick story time as to why I use these iPhone cases. I was gonna say phone cases, either or. But again, this is not sponsored. I'm not making any profit off this with the link. I just really love these cases, and this brand actually reached out to me after my iPhone demise back in late February or early February, because I remember I had group that day, but my iPhone got run over by a few gold trucks, and basically what happened was it was freezing, snowstorm, busted ass day, and I was getting off of an exit, and my windshield wiper fluid was not the freezing kind, or the non-freezing, so it was frozen. I couldn't use it, and from driving on the highway for an hour, the windshield was extremely dusty, so I had an old hoodie. Actually, if you guys have been with me for a long time, it was that gray hoodie with the little alien guy right here, and I had to, there was nowhere to, like, go, like, there was no gas station, anything, so at the red light, I know this red light, I know it's like a minute and a half, so I pull up, and it just turned red. I hurry up, unbuckle, I jump out of the car, one leg out, I grab the hoodie, I'm like wiping the windshield, like, and I jump back in the car. Now, I was listening to what I showed on the iPhone, the Kendall Ray Mile Hires podcast, and I'm halfway down the road, like a mile down, and I realize it's not playing, so I'm like driving and reaching over, I can't find my phone, and like I look over, and it's gone. I feel my lap, I feel my pockets, it is gone, it's just missing. So, where I got to where I was going, I turned around, I went and got off the exit, and then got off and pulled over, and I'm like walking up the highway, just like, forget my safety, let's worry about these iPhone products, because I'm a consumer, and, you know, when I could be, no, I'm kidding, just kidding, no, I'm not kidding, but, so, I found nothing. I searched for about maybe 4 minutes, because I'm on the highway in freezing weather, snowstorm, dead ass, so I drive where I'm going. I used their phone to call Victor, and I tell him to meet me at that highway after the kids get on the bus to school, or my daughter gets dropped off. So he comes driving all the way up a half hour, and he's pissed. He's walking up the highway, so I finally get back to the area. I pull over. Now we're both walking up the highway, and I'm walking just like my day. The phone's probably under my seat, and crunch. And the phone, I look down, and it's under my foot. I mean, who cares, man? Why? So, I looked at it, and the phone case was just perfect, untouched, gorgeous, beautiful, a little bit dusty on the corners, probably from, you know, the corners of the gold truck tires, and the only reason I know gold trucks ran over it is because when I got back in my car after wiping the windshield, I looked, and the gold trucks were all passing me, 3 of them. So, anyway, I posted photos, which I'll just post here real quick. It's real life, kids. But anyway, and that is when I realized I got the exact same cases I had, but I actually gave it to my mother, so you can find it, and the ones I'm going to show you real quick down below in the description. Again, I'm not making any profit off of this. This is not sponsored. Velvet Caviar reached out, and they were nice enough to send me like a few cases, but this is the one that I'm going to be switching to. It's the snakeskin one. things, and they're like hard here. I'll show you what I mean. The one tip I'm going to give you is you better know if you want this on your phone case, because once it's on, it's on. It's not like a pop socket. It doesn't come out. But it's really durable. Like, there we go. It just holds as a case, and it holds the entire phone up, even the pluses and XLs, or XS Maxes. So there's those, and then basically why I like the case so much is not only because of the design, but also because inside it's like super soft. Now I've had this case on since again, my iPhone's demise, and a little extra story time. So my mother, she doesn't get along with this one woman. They were friends for like all their lives, and then recently they got into some high school drama, and her friend, her name is Kathy, she can't stand me for some reason. Like, there are reasons, and because like they all grew up together, and her daughter was like an addict, and then she still thinks I'm an addict. So they all come in one day, and the one friend's talking to my mother, and she goes, check out Sarah's phone case, and it was the real fuzzy looking one, which again you can find down below. And she's like, go ahead, Kathy, feel it. And she's like, I don't know where that's been. I don't want to touch that. And then I looked at her, and I was just like, that's because nobody will touch you, Kathy. And she got up and walked out. This happened like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I feel like I almost said, if you do like it, don't do that, don't do it. But definitely use code Karuna for 15% off. At least check out the cases if you want. No profit towards me. I always have to say that because again, I always feel like I'm patronizing like brands that I'm obsessed with. Like the one I was sponsored by, FabFitFun. So yeah, I love you guys with all of my person, and I will see you